you people that like the kind of pedals, the one that pulsate, the one that double, the one that phasey flange chorus. Which one do we have? Well, we have one that technically is a phaser, but it also can do vibey stuff because that's part of the, but it also is. Look, I talked to Adrian from thorpyfx for an hour. I still don't know what it does and how it does it. I just know what comes out. And that's all, I would say, unique. Because I don't think it's a phaser like you would think it's a phaser. And it's not a vibe like you think it's a vibe. It's based on I think Lovetone is the company which you can see on the color. Actually, show the pedal, Leslie. The Pulse Doppler is a black pedal. Usually they are so that you have to, clean them, but because they're all shiny and you can't read anything. But the black ones are actually built on based on Lovetone Classic. They were huge pedals, really big. You can't get them anymore, and they're big and probably now expensive and heavy. It's not a clone. It's, I like what Lovetone did there. Let's do my take on it and make a Thorpy pedal out of that idea. That's what these are like. I think the Field Marshal and the Bunker as well. And now we've got the Pulse Doppler. So you can see it pulsing there. And then I do this and now it's dual pulsing. And when I talked to Adrian, he was like, yeah, it does. He did a lot with his hands. It does this or it does this. And I'm like, I don't fly a plane. I don't know where to park. Get it? And then he said, manual does the delay time. And he had me with that. Okay, that's the phase variation. But the effect will be amplitude. And at that point, I hadn't really played the pedal. Now, after he explained everything, I played it. And I thought I had it fully figured out after all that. And no, I didn't. So what you have to understand is, and I think this was a beautiful analogy, a beautiful analogy that Adrian said, imagine a camera. If you know about cameras, you know about shutter speed, ISO, f-stop. You change the f-stop, you get the effect of more or less blurriness, but then you have to change the shutter speed or the ISO for brightness. So you can't just change one thing. One thing will affect the other. And to get a great picture, you have to know about the interplay of those parameters. That was a beautiful analogy. So manual technically is doing. Do you see what the lights do? All of a sudden the lights? How are the lights now faster with less manual? Isn't that a rate thing? Everything will affect the other parameters. So manual, less manual means more depth. Otherwise you don't hear anything. But sometimes not. So manual, depth, speed, they affect each other. So does the dual thing. Because right now, this looks like one of those Venetian masks, but of course what it is an infinity symbol. So he said, yeah, the sound will kind of do this, up and down and... What? The sound will do this, Adrian? Sound doesn't do this. Sound does this. It is a confusing pedal. And then we got normal, which is normal phase, positive, let's say. Inverted phase, where the two signals go against each other and it should be more hollow. It should be. However, am I hearing that? I don't know. And then in the middle, we've got pulse. So let's look at the lights. Okay. Enhance will be kind of a resonance, he explained, in the low end. So more or less low end. Okay, I can understand that. Then you've got this vibe button right here. vibe/phase. Now, when you're all the way up on the blend, so that's clean sound, that's only affected sound, and that's pretty much like having this on. Because right now, you won't hear any difference. Here, you will hear a difference. Also, if we look at the back of the pedal, it's got an input, 9 volt, beautiful, chassis mounted, that's the way we do it, and then in and out. So this right now is out. So we have only wet right now, but it has wet dry. And that kind of functions like a stereo depending on where you're sitting and what setting you have. On some settings, it's nothing happens on the right, it's just a dry signal, and then the left signal does this. But sometimes there's a psychoacoustic thing happening in the room where that side, the dry side, will... Now that you're confused, as I was, let's listen to some stuff. I'm actually going into the ACS1 Mako series pedal from Walrus Audio because that allows me to easily get stereo sounds. But right now we're going wet only, and then later we're going to add some stereo or wet dryness. I have an Angry Rhubarb on the table from Redbeard Effects for some drive in front of the Pulse Doppler. Other than that, no other effects. And I'm playing this old thing, which is a Heritage Custom Core Artisan Aged, ridiculously nice guitar. In the middle here for some nice cleans as we go. Much better sound without. Why? Because it's on... I don't know. So as I go less manual, it'll be more severely thumping. That's nice! Sharp 11! It feels like it's alive. So I know if I change one parameter now, the others will go like, wait a second, change me too. I literally don't understand most of this. And I should. It's my job. I talked to the man who created it. And I can understand that some people will go like, I'm a little bit lost. But the thing is, maybe it's good. Find that, play with it. Find that setting that just does it for you. And then write it down. Now I can hear the pitch modulation, the vibrato. Let's go loads of manual. And that's an interesting thing, very much unlike any other pedal that I've known. Without enough depth, there's nothing. There's not even a little bit. You have to kind of cross the depth threshold for something to happen. Now it's not this. It's literally that's what he meant by, you know, doing the airport thing. Fun jazz. Dum 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 dang go dang go gang go gang go gang. It's going gang go gang go gang go gang instead of gang gang gang. You get it? Okay, maybe I figured out the dual and then the masky thing. Okay, so the more manual, the more depth you need, maybe. Yes. So less manual, less depth. There's still kind of a very sharp curve or waveform. It's not a smooth wow. It's like a gow, gow, gow. It's a very unique phasey sound. Let's invert it. It's definitely more hollow. It's not super out of phase, but it's more hollow. Yes, I'm getting there. You have to learn the interplay between manual depth and rate. And then also everything kind of works with each other. Let's do enhance. Nice. And now we are in tremolo territory. Okay, maybe I understand some of it. Let's go to Pulse. Definitely like dead on, nothing in the pauses tremolo. Now, why is it so super hard, cutty, offy tremolo when the vibe knob is in? I don't know! And I know what some of you are saying. Dude, why aren't you prepared? You're doing professional reviews of pedals. You should be more prepared. Dude, guys, I can prepare all day long. And I did. I talked to Adrian for an hour. I don't think I can be prepared. It's... Maybe at some point someone knows exactly what to do on this. But for me, flangers, sometimes phasers, but definitely complexer flangers and phasers, they elude me. I don't really know where to reach. And why all of a sudden is that tremolo effect harder when the vibe is in? Adrian will probably know I'm at a loss, but it doesn't matter because it's fun. It's so much fun. Did you see me having fun? Now let's make it more confusing by adding stereo. Well, not really stereo, but on one side now, we're going to have the dry signal, which is my right side, and on the other side, all the affected wet signal. And of course, the interplay of both will be crazy. I'm a little bit quicker dialing it in, knowing that the more manual I have, the more depth you need, and that they're very interdependent. That's neat. Major 7. That's a sharp 11, actually. Ah, I'm on F sharp, damn it! Beautiful. So, what is the thorpyfx Pulse Doppler? Pulse Doppler. Is it a phaser? Yes, it can be. You gotta dial the damn things in. But yes, it can be. Is it your Van Halen phaser? No, it's not. Can it be? I don't know, I haven't found that, but maybe, I don't know. Is it a detuney vibe? Yes, it can be. But sometimes, when you push that, then it turns into a stuttery tremolo. So can it be a stuttery tremolo? Yes, it can be. Can it be a tremolo? Yes. Is it all of them? No. Is it none of them? No. It can be all of this if you figure out how. And I have a hunch that figuring out how is part of the experience. That's very flashy there. Don't be discouraged by it not revealing itself to you immediately. You get more for your money. It's quite a bit of money that you got to put on the table for this. What, 350 euro? 280 pounds? Something like that? Not the cheapest pedal on the market. Not the easiest pedal to understand. However, freaking awesome sounds. The waveform is very unique. It's a little bit sharp for me. Also talking about sharp. Nipple gate. Again, look. There's this tiny little nipple here on the washer. Like on those Ibanez guitars. And here you can't actually see it. Both washers have nipples. And I told Thorpy I'm not a fan of the nipple. And then he looked at me funny. And then I said, that's wrong. I'm not a fan of the nipple that Ibanez puts on their guitars. And him on his pedal. Then his argument was, if he bought other washers without the nipples, the pedal would cost £3,000. I'm not making this up. He said that. And I'm not arguing about that. He knows washer pricing better than I do. So, okay, let's keep the nipples on there. I don't give a shit. Nipplegate, part 2. It's a Thorpy pedal. It's extremely well built. And I like that it is not a clone of something else. It's based on the idea of a Lovetone pedal, but it's not your everyday phaser. It is a Pulse Doppler. I said it right. The flip Doppler. I said I would say it wrong the whole time. God damn it! I wish that talking to Adrian would have revealed everything, and it should have, because I'm not that dumb. But sometimes with these pedals, especially when the word is manual, and it's supposed to be frequency, but it does amplitude, but then it doesn't do either. It does something depending on where other things are set. The sounds are there. If you like the sounds, get the pedal, find them your frickin' self. Or actually in the manual, which you should read. Please read the manual. There are example settings, and they're a good place to start. So start there. I'll put links below. I thank Adrian and the team, his lovely wife and kids, that's the team, for paying for this video, which he is. So thank you for that. The payment could not make me understand it any better. Sorry. And I want to thank Leslie for switching. And I want to thank you for hanging out until the animals at the end.